What up, y'all? Whose side are you on? Back, episode 10. JRLA on Instagram.
D, I'm not saying my Instagram name.
It's Pretty D 1033 to the right of me, you feel me? OVO songs on IG, you know how I'm feeling. We don't fuck with Daytona, I ain't never going to Florida, none of that shit. I don't fuck with niggas with cornrows, none of that.
I hate his introductions every show. Like, listen, I really do.
Oh, subscribe on the bottom. You're gonna see the subscribe button on YouTube because I'm not putting that when I edit the video. So just subscribe. So we're going straight to the Grammys. It's February 10th, so make sure y'all watch it if y'all interested.
That's my mom's birthday. I didn't even think about that.
Happy early birthday.
You said that last. Oh, remember?
We've been doing this for since like a year and 6 months.
The Grammys are always on my mom's birthday.
Yeah, because I remember that. I forgot what episode it was. I asked you what you were getting your mom.
Yeah, you're right. I do remember that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Okay. Album of the year. Going to jump right into the Grammys. Invasion of Privacy, By the Way I Forgive You by Brandy Carly, Scorpion Drake, Her, self-titled, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, Post Malone, Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe, Golden Hour, Casey Musgraves, and Black Panther the album. Personally, I want Drake to win, but it's probably gonna be Post Malone.
First of all, he doesn't want Drake to win.
Out of these guys,
he doesn't want Drake.
How you gonna tell me I knew who Drake was for all these guys, yo?
Oh my gosh, now this.
Listen, one thing, yo, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Now that you say it, that might be the catchiest album title like I've heard in a long ass time.
What is it? Beer Bong and what?
Beer Bongs and Bentleys. That's a fire title.
I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
But Post Malone, I don't fuck with him. He said a lot of disrespectful things to hip hop, so I can't really ride with him. But the song he got out with Sway Lee is fire. I'll give him that. He makes good music.
He's probably going to win off of numbers and popularity. The album wasn't that bad. Of course, I like the Nicki song. I like...
Him or Cardi is going to win, more than likely.
But for me
Cardi's
personally...
going to win something. She's going to win something.
For me personally, them gushers, yo. You got some gushers. Like, I haven't seen those in years.
That's hella childish.
I want her to win. I think her album was dope. And for me, I think the way I evaluate albums as a body of work, I think she had a topic, she stuck to the topic, and the album is very cohesive. Like, when I listened to her album, I want it to sound very similar, but I want the tracks to be different. And that's what I got from that. It wasn't all over the place. It wasn't just a bunch of hits. It's a cohesive album that very content-based and stuff that we can relate to. And she's 21 years old. So I think we need to take into account her age.
Age?
No, I'm just giving her props as an artist right now.
Got you.
Like, to me, there's no machine behind her that's formulating this type of talent. That's pure talent.
She writes all her shit.
I believe so. I mean, there could be writers there. Me knowing her as an artist, I would think she writes majority of her music. I'm banking on her. I love you, Drake, but I fucks with her.
Man, listen, I'm gonna just keep it 100. Well, yo, out of the albums I heard personally, I didn't hear her like.
You thought she was a rapper. So.
I did think we didn't have to bring that back.
No, I'm bringing that back up because that was crazy.
I didn't hear her.
That was
so
crazy.
No disrespect to her, but I can definitively say Scorpion is way better than Invasion of Privacy. No disrespect to Barty, she had a great run, but that album should not be nominated for Album of the Year. Like, I stand by that. Like, I don't know what the hell they were listening to, but whatever.
You agree?
It's not even
out of all the albums. There's better albums.
It's not even a top 8. It might be top 10 of the year, maybe. That might even be a stretch.
I don't even know about that to be on a personal level.
I might go home and listen to her and be like, man, her better than a Cardi B album for her. I gotta drop her out the top 10. So like, out of just what I heard, she probably like 8 for 9.
You really don't like Invasion of Privacy.
I don't, and like I like
like not even a little bit.
So
like
this the thing,
he doesn't
like,
give it any props.
But when it came out, I thought I liked it, like, because I was just like, I was doubting that she could even make like a good album. So then when she did, and it was cool. Like, the intro was fire, the Big Head was cool. Like, yeah.
So once you got past the hype of it.
Once I got past the hype of damn, Cardi's like officially like in the rap game, and I'll go back and listen to the album, it's very close to trash. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. At least to me.
Oh my gosh, that's so messed up.
At least to me.
I can't. Are you agreeing with him?
Of the album being close to trash?
No, everything he's saying, because you're like, yeah, and I know how you feel about the project though.
There's better albums out there, of course, but the impact that it's. Yeah,
if we're talking impact, impact and sales, I can't front on that.
Applaud her for that.
But that's her personality doing that.
When we talk about impact in this generation, it's very different, because I know we're going to talk about Soulja Boy later, but Soulja Boy is very popular right now. There's impact happening. You feel what I'm saying?
And he's dropping music that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah, but impact can formulate off of anything these days. Yeah. So I think we need to shift how we're viewing the impact, how it's being formulated, if there's assistance behind that impact. So that's why I think that's something I think we need to start evaluating. So
all right, it's like, so it don't look like I'm completely shitting on like Cardi. Like it was moments of the album where like I fuck with it, because like before she even dropped it, I was just like, all right, if Cardi gonna drop an album, I don't want to like just hear twerking songs for 13 tracks straight. I didn't want to hear that.
Atlantic wasn't gonna let that.
Yeah, and to her defense, she didn't do that. And from my mind, I was really thinking like, I never heard like a female stripper talk about like how that is. And then the first line of the album is they gave a bitch two options, stripping or lose. I was like, okay, it's like
don't
she actually listened to me.
Eve. Don't disrespect Eve. Come on.
Okay, all right, I'll give you Eve. But as a whole, that's not a story.
Because everybody forgets Eve used to strip.
But that's,
come on.
Did she rap about it often though? I don't.
Yeah, in the first album
I don't remember, to be honest. I just remember, that was when I was young.
Love is Blind.
So, yeah, I remember her hits, so I don't remember, her albums, to be fair.
No, I'm just saying, when we talk about rappers that strip, people definitely just skip over Eve,
And Game. No homo.
I had to think.
Dang, hope you see this.
I was thinking, I was like, who is she? I was like, you're an asshole.
Yo, Game deserves that shot, because I don't even fuck with Kanye right now, but the unnecessary shots Game been sending at Kanye, talking about I fucked Kim K and grabbed her by the hair, nigga, you damn near 40 kissing and telling, come on, JC on, he deserves some of these shots right now. So yeah, we ain't forget we ain't forget you was on Change Your Heart and you was a stripper, nigga. We ain't forget about that. Yeah, 2019 we taking shots.
Best rap performance. We're gonna go with Be Careful, Nice for What, King's Dead, Blackie, Bubbling, and Sicko Mode. Best rap performance, I'm gonna go with out of these Sicko Mode based on the impact. So Sicko Mode's my choice.
OVO and Rudy.
We had a brief conversation about what this category
we have no
means.
idea what this means to keep
so if we're talking performance, I definitely pick Sicko Mode, and specifically Staples Center, Travis, Drake, LeBron. I felt like when that performance, the funny part is if we're evaluating this shit completely wrong, that's not even what the category means. But from the way I'm thinking, Staples Center, Drake, LeBron comes out. I think that was probably the most impactful performance of that song over anybody that was on that list.
I mean, it's hard to really disagree with anything you said. I mean, I don't fully
We already
understand.
know you're gonna pick Sicko Mode.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hear any of these other songs really performed, to be honest.
Yeah, so. I'm surprised that Be Careful's on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that would be considered, unless we're evaluating this category wrong.
Why would that
I feel like there's other songs. I feel like there's other Cardi songs that would be
Bickenhead. That's what I would have picked.
I wish she would have pushed that song more. She doesn't. That song is not pushed enough. But not even that one.
That was a real good song. Just if you're talking performance or what, I could see that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. But I would think a performance song is Bodak Yellow.
Well, that's last Grammy.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying that type of song versus Be Careful, because.
True.
Be Careful, super laid back.
I didn't really. That's not even my favorite song.
I didn't like that song really, to be honest.
All right. Best rap song: God's Plan, King's Dead, Lucky You, Eminem, Sicko Mode, or Win. Best rap song out of these.
Emphasis on rap, because now I'm evaluating different.
I'm just gonna go with God's Plan. I'm gonna go with God's Plan out of all these guys. I'll go with God's Plan.
Shit, best rap song of the year was Tory Lane's second diss to Joyner Lucas. But if we're going to keep it on the Grammys,
so I'm definitely
not I'm disgusted right now. I can't stand it.
If we're going to keep it on the Grammys, I mean, Sicko Mode was probably the best song of the year, impact wise and just catchy. But when I hear rap, like I said before, rap to me means lyrically. So if they're asking me out of those songs lyrically, I have to give it to the white boy, the Eminem Lucky You, lyrically. But rap song was, of course, Sicko Mode. By
this
far.
is why it's very hard. Can I see this? It's very hard for me to evaluate these categories, because
we looking professional this year. We got the notes and shit.
The way I'm looking at this, there's better rap songs that are not on here. I wouldn't necessarily pick any of these for rap song.
There are better rap songs on those albums that are better.
Yeah, that's a good point too. There's better rap songs on these. Matter of fact, the song with M and Joyner is probably better than
the intro to that Eminem album.
That shit is hard. Sicko Mode is not like it's rap.
Sicko Mode is.
It's not
I'm not gonna lie.
lyrical. You hate Drake's verse on that too.
That's probably the most overrated Drake verse I've heard in my.
But
fucking
I'm gonna
life.
go.
I've heard countless niggas say like Drake
You heard-
snapped on that song. He did not snap on that song. Tay Keith snapped on that song. Like let's keep it.
Fucking the producer.
He fucks niggas up. You'll know him if you see him.
Taking fucking stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Sicko Mode off of my people's not being in the list, the people that I want here, or the songs. I'm gonna go with Sicko Mode. That's probably gonna win. I can see why you picked God's Plan though. That was a huge hit.
Giving out
Either Sicko
love
Mode
to
or God's
people.
Plan. Yeah. I don't know which one was more successful, but they
God's
both
Plan.
were huge songs. So.
Like I think we're evaluating it from how we interpret it, but also giving it the Grammy perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you kind of have to do it like that. So
They both were #1 songs though, if I ain't mistaken. I know yeah, they definitely were both #1s.
God's Plan was OD.
Yeah, Sicko Mode was Travis's first #1.
All right.
Say thank you, Drake.
Got
So
to.
he has to, yeah. Best rap album:
Check Silver Stripes.
Invasion, Victory Lap, Daytona, Astro World, or R.I.P. Mac Miller, Swimming. You already know what I'm picking.
Here he goes.
He's picking Daytona, but I'm gonna start this off. Okay, so I'm going with my boy Nipsey Hussle. Victory Lap dropped top of the year, and I think the album's impact lasted the entire year with no gimmicks, no schemes. No, I don't even want to say big budget because he's still classified as independent. He has a partnership with Atlantic.
No Quentin Miller references.
No. And I think overall the body of work was, I actually want to, I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm going to call this, I think this is going to be one of those classic projects
It is.
for Nipsey. I think it's cohesive, and I think if we're evaluating this, I know you're going to speak about Daytona. Daytona's 7 songs. I forgot how many songs is on Nipsey's album. What was it, like 17?
I believe it's definitely more than 15.
It was
more than
but
15.
that's still in this era. Like I can't listen to a full album like that anymore and be like, yo, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
Nipsey's album I can listen to front to back and just be like, and he has better songs, and it's lyrical. I'm going with Victory, and I hope he's not gonna win though.
It was 2 major points you made that I agree with though. Like one, like I feel like Nipsey said a lot of shit that a lot of these like younger like kids gotta like they need to hear music like that. Because like a lot of that shit was like it's not like to Kendrick Good Kid, Mad City, where like he pretty much like talked like damn near from like a victim or like a regular nigga's point of view. That whole album, like Nipsey's saying like, yeah, like you can be Crip, you can be real, you can be a nigga that niggas fear or whatever you want to be, but at the same time like have your business and your money and like and have all that shit straight. I just feel like it was an album that like the game needed. And then as someone I've been rocking with Nipsey for a minute now, so like it was by far the best production he's ever got.
Yep.
Like, by far. So
Shout out to Diddy.
Yeah, so that definitely like stood out. And then to D's point, I can't remember the last time like someone dropped the album in January and then so many like heavy hitters like dropped like from, you know,
This was a crazy year.
Like the Drake, the Coles, Hove and Beyonce, like Nas, Pusha, like whoever. Like I'm about to say Nipsey again, but Meek Mill coming back, like you know what I mean. And then for at least me personally, for every album to just
and you still
fall,
go back to that.
just fall just a little bit short to Nipsey is like that's an accomplishment to me.
And my biggest thing with I love Daytona. Daytona was a great album. But
Great EP.
Excellent album. Excellent album.
Daytona was a great album, but I expect what he's talking about, and I expect everything that happened on that album from Pusha T. Mm-hmm. I think Pusha T's at the point in his career where I do want to see him push the content within his like discography. At this point, I'm looking for a 444, not necessarily that content, but like I think Hove took it from like if you're going from party Hove to all right, this is. Let me put you on game. Let me put you on. That's what I'm expecting from Daytona. And I think the album did have a lot of that Kanye influence in regards to. I wasn't fond of the album cover. I think the album had a lot of viral moments that made it have the success that it had.
OVO impact.
I do. It did. That's a fact.
Hey.
But before the OVO shit. Just going off of the cover when they switched it to Whitney's thing, like, so it definitely had that, but it's a great album. But I'm looking for that growth. If you look at Crenshaw and you look at Victory Lap, you see a complete difference. Now, Daytona, there's a difference, I would say more so in production, but I wonder if this was 16 tracks, would it be great? Like would it still have that same, because you can take 7 tracks off
Never
of Victory
heard
Lap.
that. That's a
Can't
good
go off
question.
what if-
No.
That's a good question,
It's just a question. You can take 7 tracks off of Victory Lap, and best 7 tracks off of Victory Lap,
get 'em
and
deep.
it sounds like a better album. Just the 7 songs.
Yeah,
So it's
get 'em
not to
deep.
me, because I know you're gonna speak on lyrics. It's
I'm not
not.
speaking on anything,
If we're
so.
talking about a body of work, best rap album, I think lyrics needs to be in that avenue, of course, but content, impact, production.
I'm so mad you thought of that point before.
Victory,
me. That's
Victory,
true, though,
Victory
like-
Lap definitely has better. Like when you scale it like that,
Better what?
I think it has better production.
Okay.
I think it has better production. Now, if you no,
Nah.
What?
Well, Victory Lap's production was crazy.
It wasn't better than Daytona's.
I've heard probably at least 4 of the 7 songs, so like that's half the album.
no, what I'm saying more so when I'm listening to Daytona, I've heard that, like I can see that happening for Pusha. If you look at Nipsey and you know where he comes from, if you look at Crenshaw and you listen to Victory Lap, you see the growth. You see it's a complete difference. So I think
Yeah.
I definitely take all that into account, and I hope my boy Nipsey wins.
I got a hot take question real quick.
Go ahead.
It just came to me. Do y'all think, in a weird way, Pusha and Drake suffer from the same thing right now in their career, where like we kind of know what to expect from both of them album wise, and now we kind of just want to hear more, like even more. I mean, Drake's always talk about his personal life, but like I guess like for like a whole album, like because usually it'd be like 1 or 2 songs to like give you the recap of like what he's been going through.
Yeah.
But it's never been like a whole introspective Drake album.
I hear you.
Definitely not
Stagnant
Pusha.
content. Yeah.
I hear you,
Yeah, I mean,
but
if that's
when
what you wanna call it, yeah.
when we look at Pusha, you know it's bricks, drugs. Like you
Yeah.
know that's what you're getting from that. And people can label Drake as this emotional rapper, but like even if he's but even if we're speaking on emotions, he speaks about different forms of emotion,
But I'm
not
just
just
saying,
like being sad. You know?
As a Drake fan, I know the exact format of his album.
I get you.
Is what I'm saying. Like it's going to start. The intro is going to be rap. Then he's going to have a couple turn up songs.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm rocking with this. Then he's going to mellow it out. Do like 3 or 4 songs in a row. It's going to be for the women. Then he's going to get into his introspective bag for a couple songs.
You know what makes it tough for Drake? Not tough, but he's always been so open with his music that I don't know. Like he's touched so many avenues already. Of like he's open about being a victim, or like just being hurt, a girl cheating on him, being vulnerable. Like this is stuff that we wanted to see from Hove, and Hove never really did that. So like when he did it was like, whoa, Drake always been like my heart. That like he's.
I just feel like what he should do moving forward, he should just put his whole focus. Like, just if you're going to do 2 albums a year instead of like try to do it with a double disc, but just like in this era, like you said, Pusha, you drop 7 tracks. Like if you're a Drake, why not just do 7 tracks where it's just all bars? Just 7 tracks is all bars. Let that sit for like 7-8 months or whatever. Come back end of the year, 7-8 tracks, all R&B. Just for like, why not do that? Because I feel like he kind of where he loses some fans is like he tries to mix both all in one album, and then it's like
specifically with Scorpion.
And there's some niggas like I just want to hear like Backpack Drake. I missed the comeback season Drake.
Yeah.
It's some women that I just want to hear Jaded type Drake. It's some niggas that just want to hear. I want to hear the disrespectful mob ties Drake.
I guess
he tries to mix it all together.
That's one good thing about like how Pusha is, I guess, because he feels like I'm gonna speak to my demographic. This is what it is. Like I'm gonna do this. But
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I feel it for both of them.
No, but listen, I also think I wonder if is Pusha still speaking, because his audience grew with him. So are you speaking to the new dope boys? Or are you speaking to your fan base? Because I'm confused.
Speaking to all of them, like his
I feel like he shouldn't be speaking to dope boys anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the point she's trying to make.
His avenue.
No, but you can't. I mean, we say that for someone that's lyrical, but if we have Uzi still talking about popping pills and all these things, you guys say they need to switch their content.
That's a good point. And Pusha's older than these niggas.
That's true.
But he's been doing it so.
No, but I'm not saying that he can't. But you guys asked for it to be diversified from the youth.
I'm 100%.
So then, shouldn't it be diversified for OGs?
At what point is it like, all right, we know like, you're a legend in the drug game?
I'm asking.
I get it. At what point?
Who knows? Next album he might have different waves of.
Yeah, but we're not talking about next album. We're talking about right now.
But we can't go right now because the album Daytona's done.
No, I'm saying in regards to like evaluating that. Do we like? We critique the youth for still talking about the same shit. But if an artist is lyrical and he's talking about the same shit, it doesn't really matter.
It's like they're talking from the user's perspective. He's talking from the seller's. It's
point
the
of view.
same thing. Like we're still talking.
So he's
about
serving the youth.
Yeah. So it's like he's probably even worse than them if you think like content wise. I'm just saying like
No, yeah,
I don't mind any of it. Like I don't mind any
the
of
way
it.
he breaks
bro.
it down and like formulates the songs and everything like that. His whole like metaphor.
No.
I'm
I'm not talking about as an artist, bro.
I'm talking content.
I'm not saying Pusha's not a worse
Lyrically-
artist than Lil Uzi. I hope that's not what you think I was
Yeah,
saying.
like, no.
I'm talking about like as far as like his impact on the culture. Like, are we more mad at the niggas that's selling the drugs or the niggas that's using it? Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's in the position where, like I used
You're
to.
the Pusha fan. You can just be great.
Like,
I mean, I'm a Pusha fan too, but you're an advocate for Daytona. As I think Daytona was a great album. I want to make that very clear. But I just want to see a different side of Pusha. That's where I'm at. I do want to see. I want to see him. I know he's running good music right now, right? He's the president of good music. I'm sure he has numerous business ventures. I want to hear more. I know he's around more than Bricks. Like at this point, I do like. Then he's married. He's married. I want to hear.
And that's why I threw Drake into the conversation because he's getting to that age. Like, at what point I really don't want to hear about you popping Zans and being asleep for hours at a certain point.
People
like,
don't even realize that part. Like when you're singing it, like when you're like, people don't even realize that he's saying "knock for the night" because he's.
I argued with a girl a couple months ago. She said, "I feel like Drake's the only rapper that just doesn't rap about drugs," and I'm like,
he really just said he popped his Zan and was out.
His most popular line of the year was about being asleep on a flight from drugs.
Paying attention.
Even Days in the East, he's talking about like popping Zans, like, and that's an R&B song. So it's like he's been
now for Pusha though. I'm not saying that it has to be the entire album, but I do want to see him like diversify the album, but still keep it sonically. It sound like okay, I see where this fits in with your life. Because like 444, Jay-Z's talking about what happened with Beyonce, but then he's talking about business. Then he's talking about
teaching the youth.
Yeah. So I think Pusha lyrically, I think he's talented enough to do that.
Or at least talk about the negative side of it. He will next album. Bit more. Talk about the negative side.
I definitely thought it would have been this album because, and then like I said before, Daytona had a lot of viral moments to enhance it to the level that it is.
Album of the year, Daytona.
That's not album of the year. It's rap.
Best rap album.
You're not okay. You can't just say that without giving context. You can't say that.
From front to back, he stayed within the same his same lane, same topic.
As he does from other albums too.
It's 20 minutes.
Okay, let him.
My God,
no, let him go.
30 minutes. All right.
So we're talking for 30 minutes.
From track number 1 to track number 7, as far as a rap album is concerned, it stayed consistent. Of course, Nipsey Hussle, he had the motivational music, production. He grew as an artist, which I agree wholeheartedly. But as far as what Pusha T brought to the table in his lane, and of course, I hate to admit it, but the whole Drake debate and everything, it did spark the interest on the album. So
yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so what categories go into making an album the best rap album? Because we're gonna talk lyrics. We have this conversation on lyrics, production, content,
replay value.
Damn.
So so let's think about this. Replay value. Which album has more replay value?